Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to go over Terapagos rotation, and we are coming off the back of our monthly build and battle challenge with Chef Husky, and the flawless victory, I will admit. He did a good job, had some fun decks, but I think I went for more power and consistency, and I think that's what helped us win this time. We will be doing another build and battle challenge, more details on that to come. But after that, I went ahead and took this and made it rotation proof, and did a couple of games with it on the stream. Stay tuned to the end because there will be an in-depth analysis on what I think could change and how I could make this better. So stay tuned to the end. Right now we're going over Terapagos EX. It's got unified beatdown, double colorless, 30 for each Pokemon on your bench. So if you've got a full bench of 8, you're doing 240 damage. It also has the attack Crown Opal for grass, water, and lightning. Does 180. During your opponent's next turn, attacks do no damage to this Pokemon from basic non-colorless Pokemon. So Teal Mask Ogerpon doesn't hurt us. Raging Bolt doesn't hurt us. Roaring Moon doesn't hurt us. Can technically kill us with the other attack, Frenzy Gouging, but you're probably not going to see a lot of Roaring Moon moving forward after the rotation. A big help in this deck is going to be the Noctowl with its Jewel Seeker ability. Once per turn, when you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, and you have a Terra Pokemon in play, you can then go search your deck for up to 2 trainers and put them in your hand. We have Terapagos. We're running Terapagos. Big deal. We are going to have our Terra Pokemon. So you're going to be able to go search whatever you want. And it's going to help us out a lot. Something that does help us get those Pokemon out, though, is the Fan Rotom with its Fan Call ability. Only on your first turn can you use this ability. Search your deck for up to 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 HP or less and put them in your hand. Yes, it is on a turn 1 only, and yes, we are only running one of them, but we run a lot of ways to find this particular Pokemon, so you don't really need to truly worry about, oh, there's only one. Yes, if it's in your prize cards, that's going to suck, but you take your risks. We do also have the Latias. It's a fantastic Pokemon. Its ability says your basic Pokemon have no retreat cost. And we have a lot of basics. In fact, everything is a basic except for the Noctowl, which we can get around by just attaching energy or using the Rescue Board or using the A-Spec for the day. There's a lot of ways to get that Noctowl out of the active, and we're not really worried about that with Latias. We do have Fezandipiti. Flip the script. If one of your Pokemon were knocked out on their turn, go ahead and draw 3 cards. You can only use 1 flip the script per turn, but we're not going to worry about that. Our only real good backup attacker right now is Bloodmoon Ursaluna. It's going to be swinging for a lot of damage for very little energy. Yes, it does have a high energy cost, but with its ability, the more they take, the less you need. It's going to be fantastic. And lastly, we have a Squawkabilly with its Squawk and Seize once only during your first turn. Can you use this ability, ditch your hand, and draw 6? This is actually really important. Getting this thing out early is critical because we want to have early first turns, and this deck wants to go first. So this is kind of a supporter before we can support her. It's really quite good. Speaking of supporters, however, we do have the Arven, Research, Iono, Boss, Turo, Black Belts Training, and Kieran. This is really going to help us out a lot. A lot of these things, a couple of them are only one-ofs, but they really make things work. Arven, if you don't know, search your deck for an item and a tool card, put them in your hand. Iono, both players shuffle their hands and put them at the bottom of the deck, and then each player draws however many prize cards they have remaining. Boss, it's just simple Gus to bring a Pokemon from their bench to their active, and Professor Turo's Research. Super good in this. Pick up one of your Pokemon and put it into your hand. This is really good because we can go ahead and pick up a Noctowl, put the Hoothoot back down, and then evolve a second Hoothoot who's already been there for a turn into the Noctowl and just continuously get our search running. We do have the Black Belts Training, and it's really good because it's going to amplify our damage and be able to get bigger KOs that we normally wouldn't be able to get, like our stage 1s like Goldangos and so on and so forth. What this does is your Pokemon,
Today, Junior?
Attacks used by your Pokemon do 40 more damage to Pokemon EX. So we're going to be able to, with this, potentially even take out Pidgeots. We're going to be able to take out Goldangos. We're going to be able to take out a lot of support Pokemon and even stage 1 attackers with this particular card. We love this. And Kieran, you get to choose one. Your choice. Choose one of the following. You can switch your active with one of your bench, or your attacks done by your Pokemon do 30 more damage to Pokemon EX and V. Now, going into rotation, we're not worried about V Pokemon, but we've got 2 ways of amplifying our damage from 240 to 270 or to 280, which is really going to help us out a lot. The A-Spec that we're using is Scramble Switch, and I left this in from the Build and Battle Challenge by Chef Husky, but honestly, this thing goes pretty darn hard in this deck. If you don't know, you can switch your active with one of your bench. When you bring the new bench up, any energy from the old active go to the new active. You can just move all of that energy. You can move none of it. It's up to you. But the old active goes to the bench, and then the energy goes back to the new active. Which means even if, say, we need to have a big KO from Bloodmoon, and we've only got, and we need 3 energy on it, well, we can attach energy, go ahead and move the Scramble Switch, move that Terapagos out of the active, move it all to the Bloodmoon, and now we're swinging for 260, potentially 300 if we use the Black Belt. This is going to help us out a lot, and you're never really going to miss an attack with this deck. That's the whole point. We don't miss attacks. Anyway, that's the deck list. Let's go ahead and get into it and see how we did. If you ever get money, and a large sum of it, pay off your bills, please. Pyro, I know you're listening. Pay off your bills. You're only 13, but pay off your bills. Okay. This is not great, but this we can deal with this. This is okay. All right. Okay, that doesn't help us, but okay. It is our turn. We're actually okay with that. Fan Rotom, hell yeah, baby. Coming in clutch. Be able to, at the very minimum, get rid of this Gimmighoul. We'll see what he throws down. We might be able to grab something else. Start going up quickly in the prize race. It's usually just plug and play. That's what I thought, but like, I don't know. That you can install into the PC. But you can get one that just, okay. And that'll go straight into your graphics card, right? That'll plug into the back into your graphics card. The one with the HDMI. Like, honestly, I've got a big case. I might just upgrade everything, and this case will be awesome. Because this case is huge. I've got a big case. Okay, did not get anything out of the prize cards there. Remember to hydrate. Remember to hydrate. But more Buddy-Buddies. Probably going to get more Gimmighoul's. We could run in... So this will either be the Goldango run, or this could end up being... Let's knocked out here, see what we get. Let's... Okay, we're running Kieran. Not... Okay, let's get ourselves... Let's look. We've got plenty of Noctowls. You know what I want to do? I want more Nest Balls. Area 0. Nest Ball down. Let's go get some Terapagos here. Okay. That. Give ourselves an Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel down. There, it's fine. Okay. let's get ourselves the Latias, so at least we can move some Pokemon around if we need to. And then we can research here. Hopefully getting Glass Trumpets. That's what we like to see. Glass Trumpet. Drop there, drop there. Bloodmoon, we can wait for now. Honestly, we can just Unified Beatdown. Start pulling some stuff. Let me finish this up, Pyro, and then we'll go ahead and get your game in. I know you wanted to play, what, freeze hacking? Or something like that? Okay, Goldango goes down. This will get him what he wants. This should be enough. If he's using the Pro, the Energy Search Pro, this will get him a knockout. Yep, this will get him the knockout. Oh, wait. He just grabbed 4, so unless he's got a different... Unless he's got more in his hand, he grabbed 5. So unless he's got more in his hand... Okay. Now he's down to 3 in hand that we know of. I'm sure he's got 5. He's got to have 5 energy. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That is a knockout. That is unfortunate. We'll bring up Latias just in case. Arven does get us the Buddy-Buddy. That's not bad here. And the tool is our Rescue Board. Buddy-Buddy here. Save that Rescue Board. Let's go ahead and retreat here into Fan Rotom, and we'll end our turn. He probably has boss. If he does boss, that's okay. We do know that we don't have... Oh, thank you for the 100%, or the hundreds. I don't know what that is, but thank you for those. You just spamming the crap out of them. I appreciate that. I don't know what it does for the channel, but thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. I think what we can do, especially with these Noctowls, we can go get the Kieran. Kieran can get us a knockout. Kieran can definitely get us a knockout. We've got energy, so Kieran can get us... So one of these Noctowls can get us the Kieran. Okay. Noctowl for sure? Answer is yes. What we can do is get the Kieran, and we can get the Trumpet going. Drop that. Trumpet here onto Lil Homie and Lil Homie. We can go ahead and retreat. Kieran here. We want to do more damage. Save it. We save it. We save it. We're currently doing 270, so we're happy with that. Energy Switch, we save. Ultra Balls, we save. Actually, honestly, we just take the hit. We just swing for damage here. I think that's fine. And then we've got another Energy Switch and an Arven. Arven can go and get us the... Arven can go and get us the Pal Pad. Put the Pal Pad, use the Kieran to go get the... And you see where I'm going with this. Have we used the Pal Pad? We have not used our Pal Pad. We have used both of our Trumpets, and that's fine. You know what? I think our opponent went inactive. That's okay. I think if he were to... I wonder why he went inactive, though. I mean, we're still good, right? Hopefully we're not. I mean, obviously we are. We just attacked. Taking requests. There's 6 of you guys watching. I appreciate you guys. If you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all things to help me continue doing this. He is cooking. Maybe. Maybe he's actually left his laptop open. I don't know. Have fun. Stay safe, Chef. I love you. I really do. I'll go ahead and text you later tonight on Discord or whatever, but have fun. Stay safe, man. And they've been inactive. Anybody else want to drop? All this success to Chef Husky if it's ever possible. Fantastic dude. Again, he is he's got this thing going called the Creator Cook-Off. We are going to be playing a bunch of us. We've got like Snipe the Bench, we've got Professor Gnome, we've got CPU, we've got a ton of big names, we've got a ton of no names like me who are going to be in this. And if you want, it's going to be a great time. We're all going to spin a wheel, and all of us have to build a deck off of whatever card that shows up on that wheel. We all get 15 minutes, and it's just going to be a really fun time. Highly recommend. Could not recommend a nicer guy, honestly. So go give him a shout out. Go give him a look. This is actually going to be pretty decent here that I'm looking at it. Now that I'm looking at this is actually going to be pretty decent hand. I think we're going to be good. We'll be good here. Let's actually get this going. I need this guy up. Let's get that there. Let's get that there. Let's get this here. Let's get this here. We can do this. I think that's great there. We can then go ahead and retreat. End our turn. So this is going to be something along the lines of Frost. Yep, Frost Last. Okay. And this is our post-rotation for this. This is our post-rotation, so we'll see what happens. If you guys are here for the build and battle against Chef Husky, I am sorry to say that I beat him like a Cherokee drum. Round 1 went to me playing this deck, or a modified version of this deck, a pre-rotation version of this deck. His card was Scramble Switch, and then I picked Emeris, or Maris, or Emeris, whatever you want to say. Of course you did. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, neat. Playing with Alakazam here. Okay. I see what you're doing. I don't like it, but I see what you're doing. Painful memories. Ooh, ow. See, future me knew that was going to happen. That's why I did it that way. Answer is yes. What we can do here... So... let's get Earthen Vessel and Ultra Ball. I think that's fine. We can Nest Ball here for another Terapagos. Earthen Vessel. Drop this. This and this. These. Down. Answer is yes. I would like to get... I would like to get the research, and let's get a Glass Trumpet going. Trumpet. We'll put more. Search. Getting stuff. I don't mind that. Let's see, just the one. Do that yet. And then we can Unified Beatdown. I think that's fine. The Kadabra, that's not great, but we can deal with this. There's things we can do. Yes, the Freezing Trout happens. That's okay. Another Noctowl down. I think that's fine. Get this. You get... I think we get... Would be pretty good. Just go ahead and Unified Beatdown. I think that's fine. Just keep going. We gotta dig deep, but we can do this. Can get so yeah, we can get this. This is fine. Turo. Okay, that makes sense. Let's get this. We can get rid of that. That's fine. And that there. Let's look at this. We've got that and that. Hold off on those. Pal Pad though for sure. Let's get this and this. My beat down. Okay. Okay. That's something. Taking damage. All right. Does get rid of our Fan Rotom. That's okay. So switch this. Be done. Okay, an electric energy. That'll help. That'll change the trajectory of some things. Okay. So he's going to get 2 off of this. There. And then there. The Arven. We can Super Rot here. That and that. Yeah, it's back. Got that there. Don't need any of those. Super Rod. Super Rod. Let's get that. Should be okay. Scramble Switch. Arven's turn. I don't think he's taking 2 prizes here. I think we're safe. Attached to the Yuxi. Frostlass. Okay, that Frostlass puts a lot of pressure on that Squawk. Should be safe, though. Yeah, we're safe. We're good. Okay. Beat down. And we'll take our last prize. Easy peasy. And there you go. Terapagos EX in rotation. And I actually like this deck. I didn't think Scramble Switch would go as hard as it really does, but you're not going to miss attacks with it. You can go search it out at any time with your Noctowl, and yes, it's an item, so you can get item locked, which would suck. But honestly, we're not really as worried about it as you might think. We can potentially be getting a lot of energy out very early before the item lock happens, moving things around, having just 1-turn attachments for most of your Pokemon. And I think that's really quite good in this deck. You don't miss attacks with this deck. I can't stress that enough. You don't miss attacks with this deck. What would I change in this? I would probably try to find a way to make Terapagos more tanky. Bravery Charm is really going to be good in here. I just don't know where to fit it. You could probably take 1 Area 0 away. You could probably take the Rescue Board away. Someone would probably argue that the Pal Pad isn't necessarily worthy of being in here. I think it is, mostly for your bosses and for that Turo, or for your damage outputters like Black Belt and Kieran. So I think the Pal Pad is actually pretty important here. But I could see, in all honesty, I could see Fez not being in here. I could see going down to 1. I could see getting rid of the Rescue Board, putting like 3 different Bravery Charms in here. That would really help out with your Terapagos. But definitely keep the Latias in there for the Terapagos. Really, in all honesty, that's what it's there for. I can see coming down off 1 Iono. We don't have a ton of draw support, but we don't need a ton with our Noctowls. So is it good to have an Iono? Yes, I do think it is, but maybe 1 Iono is enough, and we can get a couple Bravery Charms in here and constantly be adding to it. I would probably take this to a challenge, probably not a cup because it's a little bit higher tier of competition, but I would definitely bring this to a challenge for fun. I think this is a great Pokemon. I think this is a great Pokemon deck. I think it's going to catch a lot of people off guard with how consistent you are attaching energy and how consistent you are with the attacks. It's going to struggle with Dragapult. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get that there unless we change this from a Terapagos Noctowl build to a Terapagos Noctowl and Dusk Noir build. So that's something to maybe take a note of, and something else I would change as well is try to figure out how to get even more damage output from your Terapagos with your Duskulls, Dusk Noirs, and stuff like that. So that's an option as well. Don't forget that I'm going to be part of Chef Husky's Creator Cook-Off. It's going to be happening on April 5th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of your other favorite creators are going to be there. Snipe the Bench is a big one. We've got Professor Gnome. We've got CPU. We've got a ton of guys like that. And we got a ton of guys like me. Something like Discount Charizard. He's here. He's going to be awesome. A lot of these are smaller creators. Shifu Stew is one of the smaller ones. You got to give him a shout out. You got to give him a look. I think he does does make great content. But we're all going to be fighting against each other in the Creators Cook-Off, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to need your support. I'm going to need you guys to be there because we only have 15 minutes in between rounds to build our decks. So I'm going to need you guys there to help out a lot. April 5th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, if you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all the things that continue to help me do this and get ready for rotation. You guys have been a godsend and a blessing. I love you all so much. And with that, have fun, stay safe. I love you. Bye.